Welcome to Love from Lisha for an extra dose of love in your day. Today, we'll be talking about how to be truly present when spending time with others. How often are you with other people and you're with them physically, but not so much mentally or emotionally? You're distracted thinking about, oh, I need to get this done. I need to go to the grocery store. Oh, I need to finish this thing for work. Or you're on your phone and you're listening and then you're on your phone again doing things and just trying to be very productive and multitasking. How do you think that makes the other person feel? How do you feel when it's someone else that's doing that with you? We often feel an urgency to be really productive and to get things done and to be in that mindset of multitasking. How often does that keep you from having the discipline to have deep and meaningful connections, to be really present and connected with other people? So let's consider, if we're going to create that shift and move into being more connected and present with others, how do we do that? One thing to do is to consider ahead of time how you want to be going into a situation. It could be a board meeting, it could be a family dinner, it could even be your child's soccer practice, it could be a get together with friends. Whatever it is, think about how you want to be. Do you want to be really present and not distracted? So start with that, start with an intent, and then going into that to help you stay on track, eliminate distractions. Take whatever time that you need to tie up loose ends, to respond to that email, to write a quick note saying, okay, I'll get back to you later today, write a calendar reminder, whatever it takes to move things to the side and create space to show up as you have created an intention to do. So now that you've eliminated distractions and you are showing up, once you're there, focus on the other people. So if it's multiple people, make sure that your intention is there with them. If it's one other person, focus on that person. And one way to do so is to become genuinely interested. Listen to them fully and with such presence and groundedness where you are really hearing them. You're not thinking about things in your own head and kind of nodding so that they think you're following along. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, I didn't hear the last 10 words that they said. No, just really focus, become engaged, become curious, take it all in. One thing that you can do is to pretend that at the end of whatever this activity that you're doing is, you're going to have to write a story about it. Well, you want that story to be interesting, right? And you want it to be full of detail and information and dialogue and action. So think about wanting to capture as much as you can from that experience so that you have this rich story that you can tell after this event. Another thing too, as far as intention, is to go in with the goal of getting as much as you can out of the experience. To say, you know what? I've committed to being here in this meeting or at this dinner or at this event. I'm going to get as much as I can out of it and play with that. See how much you can get out of it. Notice, observe, interact, and really create memories with people in those experiences. Show up fully, emotionally and mentally, not just physically. It's too easy to do that. And that is where deep and meaningful connections really suffer, when you are not showing up fully and asking that of others as well. It's okay to ask of others to treat you with the same respect that you are treating them. Another thing to consider ahead of time is, how do I want to make the other people feel when I'm with them? And then how will I do that? So if, for example, you want them to feel valued, you want them to feel like they're the most interesting people you have ever met, to make them feel like you really care about them, to show that appreciation, whatever it is that you're wanting them to feel, think about, well, what do I need to do to help them feel that way? What would make me feel that way? And who can I be? What can I do? It's not just about sitting there and saying, this food is really good, thank you. It's about asking questions. Wow, how did you make this? How did you find the recipe? And all of a sudden, there is genuine interest because you're asking, you're inviting them to share and to be a part of this experience and to be a part of your experience in that interaction. Also consider how you want to feel at the end of the get together or the event. Do you want to feel nurtured? Do you want to feel connected? Do you want to feel relaxed? Do you want to feel peaceful? Whatever that is, then show up in that way, because your experience is important as well as the other people's experiences. And when everyone's having a good time and feeling valued, feeling heard, then it's positive for all of us. And then afterwards, you can get back to all of your other things. They're going to be there. But it makes such a difference. For so much of my life, I remember people telling me, wow, when I talk to you, I feel like you are really listening. You are so attentive and locked in. And they share with me that that is so meaningful. And it's meaningful, one, maybe because it's rare. There are a lot of people who are distracted and don't really fully listen and focus on what the other person is saying to hear what they're saying, rather than to then think about how they're going to react and going through their head about, oh, what am I going to say when that person stops talking and just waiting for their turn to jump in. They're actually just really listening, taking it in, and people can tell. And that's one of the reasons why I love working with people, because I love making them feel heard and valued and having that presence. It means so much, and it's not hard to do. You just have to have the intention. The famous Maya Angelou had a quote: "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." How do you want to make people feel? What will you do and who will you be to make that happen? I'd love to hear from you in the comments about a relationship or an event or a get together that's coming up where you're going to try some of these things and you're interested in how that's going to work. Maybe even share what happened when you tried becoming more present and connected and the impact that that had. If you like this video, please click like, share, subscribe. Click the bell to be notified of upcoming episodes. And for more about me, my website is coachlisha.com. Until next time, with more love from Lisha. Bye!